Good morning. 2024 is here. And I don't know, man. I was watching the shows last night with the ball drop. And, Seacrest and whoever that was. I'm officially old, I guess. The majority of the people that they celebrate on these things, I'm like, I don't know who that is. So they had some pair of girls or something besides Seacrest or one of his co-hosts. I can't remember. I think it was beside one of his co-hosts. Allison was like, oh, one of those girls was like, she opened for Taylor Swift a couple times on the Eras tour. I was like, okay, who's the other one? And we were like, I don't know. But one of those girls was like, I mean, we might have been 30 or 40 seconds into 2024. And she was like, this is the best year already. Like, what? This is going to be an awesome year. This is the best year already. And I'm thinking, I'm like, I know you're on TV and you're supposed to be excited, but nothing has really happened yet. We're 30 seconds into the year, and this is the best year? Man, you must have had a sad life so far if that's true. And I try to be Mr. Optimism a lot of times on my YouTube channel, but as I started thinking about, okay, what am I going to say on live stream today? I started putting some topics in the description of the video. I was like, man, everything I'm thinking is kind of negative. Because I guess I'm just nervous. So I'm wishing you a cautiously happy new year, maybe. 2024. How can I not enter this year? How can I not enter 2024 expecting for some wild bullcrap to happen? I feel like we're fooling ourselves. We're fooling ourselves if we don't expect some shenanigans to happen on an election year. I think something pretty unforeseen is going to happen. And it's going to shake some stuff up. I mean, I just look at what they did last election. I look at what they pulled in 2020, and I think, oh boy, we better brace ourselves. We better brace ourselves. But anyway, I'm gonna try to stay positive I would say I'm more pessimistic on a macro level right now. On a more micro level, I'm gonna try to stay very optimistic for myself, for the controllables, and for you all. We're a people. This community here on my channel, at least, are a people who can think a little bit ahead of the curve. We're realistic, and we're capable. And so on a micro level, I expect to improve my life in 2024. I expect to be in a better place on January 1st, 2025 than I am today. But yeah, I'm just concerned about what are they going to try to pull on us in an election year. I'm a little bit nervous. What's up, Brandon? What's up, Kevin? What's up, Jehu? Brandon said, can you at least give an intro before you directly start a story? I do need, I've thought about paying for somebody on Fiverr or something to make some intros or some, some sort of, how long have I had this YouTube channel already? 2 or 3 years? I think this is the 3rd year right here. I think 2024 is the 3rd year. when I made my logo to look like that with Welty with the 2 U's, a different color, and then the ELTE, and then the black and white, you know, blocks around it. The inspiration for the logo was sort of an old-timey film. You know how they would put that film in the reel and it would it was like a long string, and they would, you know, I wanted my logo to kind of look like a segment of film, and I want somebody to make for me. I think it'd look great in the videos. If I had an intro where it was like a roll of film. I'm going to pay to have an editor make me a roll of film intro with like some highlights from the channel so far, and then it rolls into the logo Welty. I think that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, I have an idea for an intro. I just need to pay to make it happen because I don't know how to do something like that. First things first in 2024.
Hello, welcome to Taco Bell. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm just looking for 2 spicy potato soft tacos and a beefy melt burrito, please.
Alright, 2 spicy potato soft tacos and a beefy melt burrito.
Yeah, water, please.
Alrighty. And would you like any sauce today?
Fire.
I'm so sorry, right now we do not have that. We do have mild, hot, and Diablo.
I'll take all 3 if you can give me just a couple.
Alrighty, and would you like to donate 64 cents today to our college foundation to round up your total?
No, thank you.
Alright, that would be $4.36.
I've actually been missing Taco Bell, y'all. With all this holiday food, getting together with family and having meals, I've missed Taco Bell. I'm going to be honest.
Hello.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Do you want your receipt today? Here you go.
Happy New Year, Sizzler. Brandon said, for the health and safety of Allison's channel, I will sub, but won't comment on her videos. Fair enough. That can't be the first. That can't be the first order of 2024. No, we can do better than that. The first order of 2024 needs to be a banger. Brandon said you could do a Tetris intro where the blocks go down and eventually be your logo. Oh, actually, that's a pretty sick idea, too. Thank you. How do we feel about $9.40 for 7 miles? I'm going to accept it. We're going to do a $9.40 Uber Eats for, it's 3.5 miles, but we're going to have to come back. So I'm counting it as 7 miles. The miles will be very quick though. It's like they're basically highway miles. So I think we'll be able to get this $9.40 in the next like 15 minutes. That's why I took it. Yeah, an animation. Yeah, exactly. I need an animation intro. I do think the Tetris blocks could potentially work as well. Yeah, I was also watching the ball drop last night, and I mean, thank goodness we had sports yesterday to lead us up to that. I didn't turn on the ball drop until 8 minutes before midnight, and then we turned it off probably 2.5 minutes after midnight. So we only watched 10 minutes of it, and yeah, I was just underwhelmed. I was like, has this program really fallen off like that, or like, I mean, I know when you experience things as a kid, everything's better and more grand when you're little. Because now I'm watching that and I'm like, how did I ever think this was cool? And I mean, it used to be bucket list for me. I was thinking at one time in my life, I was like, I'm going to do a Times Square New Year at some point. And I definitely thought it would probably be in my younger to mid 20s. And here I am, 26, and I haven't done it yet. And now I have no interest in doing that. I read something about, I guess I just thought when I was younger, I thought, I feel like less things were monetized. And I was thinking, oh, I'll just go to New York and I'll just be there. Well, you can't really do that. You can't really just show up unannounced for no money. It's a shame. I mean, I saw something about an Applebee's in Times Square was charging a $650 cover charge for a table last night. I mean, imagine. I don't think that paid tab. I think that was just to reserve the table. Usually IHOP is pretty good about getting food out. It does seem to be fairly busy here this morning. It's an average size order. I'm going to go ahead and go in and hope that it's ready. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, I no longer desire the Times Square New Year's Eve thing. $650 for the table at Applebee's, or I can stay home. You know, make money while I'm home, like we did. Getting paid to host Rovers because other people are partying it up. And yeah, man, we popped that champagne bottle last night. Dude, I'm not waiting for you. There's at a certain point, if you're walking across the street, I'm gonna wait for you, but I'm gonna be completely honest. If you're really tremendously obese, I'm not waiting for you. I understand we're a pretty large country. A lot of us are overweight. I get that. But if it's like, if you're ridiculously rotund, I'm not waiting for you. And I don't feel bad about saying that. You know why? Because I care about people. I care about their health. So if you want to be treated with respect, live a more respectable lifestyle. That's a way to start 2024. Let me get canceled for fat shaming. I said what I said. Anyway. Yeah, we popped that champagne last from our own kitchen. It was a good time. Put some orange juice in it. We watched a movie too. During the Packers-Vikings football game, we watched a movie because it was such a bad football game, and I hate both of those teams, and there was no outcome that I was going to be satisfied by. So we looked on Netflix. We added several things to our list. Allison did a good job of finding some things that I'm interested in watching. We ended up watching this movie called Reptile with Justin Timberlake. Some sort of a thriller murder mystery type deal. I don't recommend it. In my opinion, not very good. I don't feel like anything happened in that movie that I haven't seen happen in other movies. That's the kind of movie that, like, 3 months from now and on in my life, I'll never think of it. I'll never think of it again, except for probably today, just to tell you guys not to watch it. It's a waste of time. There's better stuff to watch. I mean, you know. As long as Blake Moore's posting YouTube videos, there's better stuff to watch. Okay. Hello, Giggity. What's up? I guess we'll handle this $9.50 3-mile Bojangles as well. I don't think I've ever done a food delivery from this Bojangles up here.
US 21.
I don't think I've ever worked up here. So when I accepted that Uber Eats and said, hey, we'll go 3.5 miles and then we'll come back, I assumed that we wouldn't get a delivery here. But instead, we're going to get one up here So this makes the Uber Eats delivery more efficient now. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty close to the Bojangles right now. I'm going to make this delivery first, and then we'll circle back to the Bojangles. But we're only going to have to go about a mile out of the way here for this $9.50. Yeah, man, we'll probably get that done in the next 20 or 25 minutes, and then we'll be at about 19 bucks in probably about 45 minutes. If that. It's a good way to start the new year. We've also got to stop by a post office at some point. I've got an Errand Boy mixtape to go out today. So if we get any downtime, we're going to go to the post office. Yeah, sometimes I do wonder when I start the lives. I just start, going off immediately or going on a diatribe immediately. And sometimes I think, well, maybe I should wait for some people to come in, but no, I understand there's more. I have found more people watch these live streams after the fact than live. So I'm doing it for y'all. When I jump right into a story, I know it's because I got all my other people that aren't watching live. I'm not here to waste their time. I'm trying to provide value right off the top. Especially on a day where I don't have any W's in the chat to start my live stream. So I see how it is. You know? I guess people are tipping today pretty good. All right, we got a 6-minute drive to the Bojangles. That puts us right on time for pickup. I appreciate the W's, giggity. This lunch shift today is all I'm going to do. That's going to be all I work today. I'm going to post a video today. Or no, maybe it might not be posted today, but it'll certainly be posted either today or tomorrow. But I'm going to film a video today in which I'm going to lose some friends, okay? Or maybe not some friends, but hopefully not some friends. Hopefully I don't lose some friends, but I'm going to lose some some subscribers for sure. For sure. And I guess every subscriber is a friend. So I guess I'm going to lose some friends. It's a bummer, but what I'm going to say has to be said, okay? And then this evening, I'm watching college football playoffs. Doubleheader. 2 games that I both think are going to be really good games. I think they're fairly evenly matched both ways. So I'm not going to be delivering food tonight. Giggity said I did $168 on Spark yesterday. Very good. Very good. I took yesterday off too. Yeah, I didn't do a single delivery yesterday. All I did yesterday was watch football, and I finished the end of the year recap upload. I hope y'all appreciated that. Those are always like really fun videos to make. Looking back, doing like compilation videos. It was nice to take the final day of the year off and just relax. I'll be rooting for Michigan in the college football playoffs. I've rooted for Michigan the past several years. Just I feel like as a Bears fan, you know, Jim Harbaugh is a Chicago Bear. And now that they've given them so much crap, I've rooted for Michigan even harder. I'm also a big Tom Brady guy. Michigan. So, yeah. Rooting for Michigan. On the other side, on Washington, Texas, I don't really know what I'm rooting for. The thing that I'm actually rooting for, I can't actually root for. And I don't know how to explain that without just telling you my thought process, but let's just say I would like to see Arch Manning play in the national championship. And in order for that to happen, an injury has to occur. So I don't root for injuries, but all right, I'm going to pick up the DoorDash. Hello, Steve. Good morning. All right, we got a 1 mile drive to our drop off. Oh yeah, man. We'll be there in 5 minutes. So in 40 minutes to start the new year, we'll have made $19 or what, 18.90, $18.90. Good morning, Jessica. Hope all is well. Brandon said, do you think Van, side hustle addict, staged his attack? I don't even know about it. I can't comment because I don't know of it. Is it? I think I saw, is this the thing Pedro made a video about? Something about a, I saw a thumbnail from Pedro talking about a DoorDash driver attacked. I didn't watch the video, so I don't know. That's the Pedro video. You know what we'll do is after this delivery, I'll go watch that video with y'all, and I'll let you know my thoughts as I watch it. I don't know why I didn't watch it. I think I'm just kind of like, at this point, I feel like I've seen it all. I can believe anything. If a DoorDash driver gets attacked, I'm like, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense to me. I feel like everything happens. I feel like all possible outcomes every day happen. There's so many people on this earth that everybody is experiencing, like, somebody is experiencing everything at some point. Well, you could come up with like some crazy hypothetical, and it's probably happened before. So what up, Alex? Alex, did you try to make that final 3:30? Did you try? Were you successful? I know Alex was. We had 2 days left in the year, and Alex was $330 short of 30 grand as well. I really like this neighborhood back here, man. I don't usually come all the way up here, but I would like to live here. Alex said, yes. 30,019 for the year. Mr. 2 month gold. That's all right. That's crazy. We both, I mean, we were $1 separated for the entire year, you and I. I made $30,020.25. What, isn't that what, or no, 96 cents. $30,020.96, and Alex made $30,019.20. That's actually kind of wild. Gigi said y'all are twinsies. Well, it shows like that's probably a realistic gig income for people that, I mean, you can drive yourself crazy. If you want to, you can drive yourself crazy and you can make a lot more money than I make doing this. And you're working all the time. But I guess, I mean, that's any career though, man. You know, you can apply yourself to any career like that and have varying levels of success. But yeah, I think I had somebody, it might have been one of y'all one time. I had a comment one time about they actually appreciate that I post my earnings like I do, even though they're not like outstanding earnings. And I'm like, hey, listen, the point of me posting my earnings for a year obviously wasn't to brag. It's not like, hey, look, I'm making more money than you, because I'm not. The point of it was to show, well, there were a few positives to doing it. Number one, I feel that I earned more money in the year than I would have if I didn't post my earnings, because there were a few times throughout the year where I told myself, no, I'm going to do one more delivery. I'm going to do even the short-term goals on a weekly basis. If I said I'm going to make $1,000 this week, I think I did that. I'm pretty sure almost every time that I decided I'm going to make $1,000 this week, I went out and did it. And having that public accountability definitely increased my productivity. But again, the point of it wasn't to flex and be like, look at all this money I'm making. It was to show, here's a realistic picture of what it looks like to be a semi-full-time gig worker that still has a good life. Like, and that's why I like the 2023 recap video, because it's like I look at that video and I'm like, dang, I did a lot. I had a lot of fun this year. Forget the money, like income. Look at everything I did on an inexpensive budget too. I'm not out here spending everything I've got to do what I did this year. $13.50, 8 miles, 2 different pickups, 2 different drop-offs, stack. We'll do it. We can work with it. $13.50 at $6.75 per drop. Maybe we'll get a hidden tip. Good enough. And of course, it also helps that I'm a 2-income household with no kids. That's a game changer. But y'all know Allison's a school teacher. And I'm posting my income, pretty much all of it, on the internet. I made a little bit more. I made money through a few different avenues as well. But the majority of what I made this year was on the gig apps. But, neither of us make a ton of money, obviously, but it's plenty. I feel like we make plenty.
I'll be with you in 1 second. Sorry about that. Welcome to Stream. How can I help you?
Got your DoorDash for Alexis?
DoorDash, Alexis. Okay, what were the items?
It's 1 dozen donuts. There's 6 chocolate ice cream filled.
Okay.
2 original glazed. 2 blueberry cake. And 2 chocolate ice glazed.
Okay, anything else?
That's it.
Okay, come on down. Have a good day.
That always happens. It's like they don't know what the donuts are. I don't understand why. I have to do that every time. They're like, what did they order exactly? We can't see it.
There you go.
Thank you. Alex said, I still need to add up all my miles, but was surprised to see I only averaged 25 hours a week. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's what I started to realize was like, you break down what we made on a weekly basis. It's about $580 a week. And I would get these comments all the time about, hey, you're clearly not working a lot. Like, you're clearly working probably 30 hours a week, and you could be working, it's like when you spend other people's money. It's easy to spend other people's money, right? It's easy to spend other people's time too. So I would get comments like, you're working 30 hours a week. You should be working 80 hours a week. And you'd make 70 grand. And it's like, yeah, but like, look what else is going on though. There's only so much time I can possibly use. I gotta sleep. I gotta do stuff, you know. I'm going to church. I'm going to, you know, I'm doing some trips. I'm going to church. I'm going to, you know, I play poker every once in a while. People forget I had a winning year overall this year gambling. I got crushed in December, unfortunately. Y'all don't know that, but I lost like a $1,200 in December. So that definitely hurt my result. The very last time I played poker, I got destroyed. So, but I still won for the year. And it's like, yeah, man, I mean, when I'm trying to get a YouTube channel off the ground, I did a lot last year. And I will continue to do a lot for every year of my life. I will never not be this way, where I'm incredibly willing to spend a lot of time on something that does not pay off immediately. I need to pay off immediately. I like to do things that give me a chance passively long term. So yeah, I'm not going to work unless there's unless I have an immediate financial goal where I need money quick. Then y'all have seen me before. I've worked 100-hour week before on the channel. I've worked 80-hour weeks before. So I can do that short term. But on a weekly basis, I'm probably going to work 20 to 25 on the road. And I'm going to put another 20 to 25 hours of work into something else that will hopefully pay off later. That's the hope. I'll be right back. Pretty solid stack pickup. Didn't have to wait long at either location. So we got 5 minutes left in the first hour. I'm not going to be able to finish this in 5 minutes, but it's not going to take much longer than that. This will probably take 10 to 15 minutes from now, and then we'll be at I think at that point we'd be at about 30, a little over $30. I'm falling behind in the chat. Let me catch up here. Brandon said Bud Soda is like the Adam Sandler of gig work. Yeah. I appreciate the support, Jessica. Thank you for the compliments. Brandon says, I don't make the most, but I make a lot. Exactly. That's how I feel, man. Nobody's coming to me. There's YouTube channels out there for that. If you want to gawk in awe of the gig earnings, go watch Bud Soda. Go watch Uberlift Phoenix. You know, there's channels out there for that. But when I decided that I was going to make a GigTube channel, when I decided I'm going to break into this space, I knew, first of all, I knew that it would work because I looked at the GigTube space and I said, there's something missing here. All of these videos I would keep watching the videos and I'm like, these are way too like information centric. It's information overload. And a lot of it's repetitive. And so I decided I'm gonna come into this space and I'm gonna do a whole bunch of stuff that nobody's even tried before. And I'm gonna marry a few niches together. Like what ended up being, I mean, some of the stuff I didn't know beforehand that I was even gonna do it. I didn't know when I started my channel, I'm gonna do an amateur rap mixtape. It just kind of came together and I was like my goal wasn't even it wasn't even to make a mixtape. It was just to do something that's not been done before. That was the goal. And I'm going to continue to do that over and over and over. We got a motorcycle brigade right beside us. Hang on, you can't see them all. Here's one of them. There's a group of about 6 motorcycles. Alex says, I calculated that off 50 weeks because I like to compare to a similar W-2 opportunity with 2 weeks of PTO. But I also had like 7 weeks off between getting married, honeymoon, holidays, etc. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I would calculate my off time. I don't take large chunks of time off like the road trip that I did, the 10-day road trip that I did this year. That's a bit unusual for me. I don't usually do that. Usually what I do throughout the year is I just take a bunch of days off. Like I'll take one day off. Like I'll take a mini staycation. I love to just take days off and just be at my house. I don't even need to go places, you know? And that to me is huge. It's a huge part of the value of doing what we do is the ability to just wake up to like any day and say, no, this isn't the day. I'm not working today. That's really valuable to me. So yeah, I I don't even really schedule my off days. I just let them happen sometimes. Our next delivery is a little bit further than I thought it was. So we got about a 10-minute drive right here. Four miles we got to go to get these donuts to the right person. Steve said, have you kept in touch with Trevor? I haven't talked to Trevor in a minute, but, you know, it's not like, I mean, I wouldn't say we were super close before the Amazing Race Challenge we did. So we weren't in frequent communication before that. But I'm sure, like, if I reached out to him, I'm sure I could get him. And I've been rooting for him. I've been watching his stuff. I watch his videos more frequently than I watch some other people's. I'm still at the point where I pretty much watch every Nugs upload. He's figured out how to, like, hook me pretty much. I'm definitely interested in what he's got going on. Because I think I relate a lot to him. He's just younger than I am. And so I think his decision-making process has some immaturity to it. But I get it, though. And I'm rooting for him really hard. And it's because I see a lot of myself in his thought processes that I'm not super annoyed by his sort of back and forthness. I mean, I watched Nug's most recent upload, and I'm like, this is a video that he would make. He makes fun of these kind of videos, to be honest with you. He came out and said, well, there's only so many gig videos you can make. They're repetitive. They're boring. I don't like making them anymore. And then he comes out and he posts what he posted the other day, and I'm like, there's, to me, nothing really interesting happens in the video. The reason I don't think that this stuff gets boring and that they're not the same every time is because I can usually wrap the gig work itself into a narrative. Like, the gig work itself isn't the narrative. In a lot of these people's videos, the orders they're accepting, the financial result of the video is the narrative. Like, that's it. I like to tell a story about something else going on where gig work is funding it. But then gig work's not the story if you do it like that. But once again, he posted a video where it's just like, oh, I'm just going to get 100 orders done. And that was the whole video. But people like watching that stuff. You know, people like watching that stuff. So Giggity says, I watch Bud Soda for his hair care tips. What's up, Jehu? Brandon said, I haven't liked Nugs in months. Well, at a certain point, you got to commit. You got to commit to something. And I think he is still too focused on the money, I think. Like, he wants them YouTube checks rolling in. And I do too, like, no doubt. I get it. Why would you not want that? But that can't be the driving force of why you make content. Again, I'm about to post a video in the next 48 hours that it ain't about the money. Trust me. You're going to know. So if it were about the money, you would never say things on the internet that I'm about to say. Because to me, it's about there's just greater things at work than AdSense revenue. And I do think it's interesting, like, to watch somebody try to make other YouTube channels get off the ground in the same exact video style and struggle to do it. Isn't it interesting? Like, kind of, it makes me feel a little bit better about where I'm at in my stage of YouTube growth, because at this, like, you kind of, and I've never been this person that's like, oh, your success is luck. I actually disdain that. I hate that. I hate that. I don't subscribe to that. But I'm starting to look at it and I'm thinking, man, or the explanation is timing. You can argue, well, timing is why Nugs and Blakemore and Pedro are so ahead, because they were early. And that timing is not luck in a lot of cases. But it is interesting to see the same person try to make videos with the same, just have the same vibe. But the ability to gain 50,000 subscribers twice. You don't just have a formula. These people that do well on YouTube, you don't have a formula of how to do it again. You can't make that happen in a 100% success rate. There is a bit of luck to this stuff. The videos that I have that have the most views, I look at them and I'm like, those might be my worst videos. Seriously. I mean, my goodness. Some of the best videos I've got out there have 300 views. And then some of my average videos have 5,000 views. And I think to myself, why? Why is that? And at a certain point, I have to acknowledge that it's just the algorithm, man. They're choosing, the algorithm's choosing what makes it and who makes it. And that's why people tell me, hey, some of the stuff you say on the internet, stop saying that stuff. Because then the algorithm will like you better. And I get it. I'm not going to stop, though. I'm not going to stop saying what I feel like I need to say. That's the number one most important thing, is the freedom to just say what I want to say. Nothing will ever compromise that. And if I'm less successful because of it, fine. I'm totally okay with that. That's just a non-negotiable for me. We're still waiting on our Uber tip from earlier. We've made $23 on DoorDash. We're expecting about $9 on Uber. $32 in an hour 15. Giggity said Welty's about to purge his viewer pool, looking for the real ones. Well, in some respects, that's kind of true. I do think that sometimes. You know, I'll get a comment on a controversial take. Somebody will say, "Ha, you shouldn't have said that because now you lost a subscriber." And I'm like, man, I didn't lose anything. Listen. Some of the stuff people get mad about that I've said, they're like mild comment. In my opinion, it's mild. I'm like, oh, dude, no. Listen, if you're getting mad at that, you had no chance of ever listening to me. So good riddance. Yeah, dude, when you start looking at world history, a lot has been accomplished by how should we say this? A lot has been done by groups of people that are outnumbered. What that tells me is there's some sort of greater mission at work where the nobility of causes is what ends up winning, not sheer population or not a numbers advantage. You're better off with a philosophical advantage than you are with a pure numbers advantage. Therefore, I don't want 10 million subscribers and have those 10 million people don't have any shared values. I'd rather have 10,000 subscribers that are all in than 10 million that aren't. and I started watching I've been watching a YouTuber by the name of Captain Sinbad for years and years and years. And he started working with some other people that are on YouTube now, and one of the guys' names is Anthony Vicino. I think Anthony, I'm pretty sure his first name's Anthony Vicino. And he's making some videos and he's talking about being a millionaire a few times over. He's a multimillionaire, apparently. And we were watching him yesterday, and Allison turns to me and she's like, why do you think he's making YouTube videos if what he says is true and he's already got a few $1 million? Why is he trying to make it on YouTube? And I said, man, it's because people with money, they're, especially men with money, because we're talking about men. Captain Sinbad's a male. Anthony Vicino is a male. I'm a male, so I get it. Once you get money, when you interact with new people out in the physical world, you can't get treated you really can't get treated in a genuine way. You're not really going to know why people are treating you how they're treating you. Because once people realize that, hey, I can get something out of this person, they're going to give you an entirely different experience than they would otherwise. So this is sort of an issue sometimes when you get real wealth. It becomes harder to understand why certain people are in your life, what their motivation is. So you go digital, and the reason why somebody like Anthony Vicino would have more money than Captain Sinbad, but he would be striving to be more like Captain Sinbad instead of the inverse, is because you can't really buy an audience. There's no amount of money where you can truly buy an audience. Otherwise, this is why what Donald Trump has done in politics can't necessarily be done again so effectively. People aren't voting for him because of his money. So what I'm saying is a multimillionaire like Vicino can't buy a loyal audience. And so he looks at a less financially successful YouTuber with envy, actually, because he can realize, oh man, having an audience is more valuable than anything. Having attention, the currency of attention. Brandon says, are you starting a cult? No, I'm just thinking out loud, man. Sometimes I do that. But I do think it's true. When you're talking about when I said I'd rather have 10,000 subscribers that are all in. Sounds like I'm starting a cult. Not really. I just mean like values wise and ideas wise. And just like, I know it's hard at a certain point, it would be very hard to have an extraordinarily large audience and have individual relationships with those people. At a certain point, you can't really do that. But also, if you're really intentional about it, you can try to. And we live in a world where somebody has 10 million Instagram followers or subscribers, and 8 million of them are eligible to leave your ass if you say one thing that they don't like. And if that's true, then you don't really have 10 million followers. You don't. You've got 2. So yeah, I would like to have an audience that more reflects. When I'm constantly losing subscribers, it doesn't super bother me because I'm like, no, good. I want the audience that reflects actual support of me. And when you grow with an audience and with somebody you're following, and I don't say this as a YouTuber, I say this as a viewer. Because it's not until recently that I decided I'm going to try to do a YouTube thing. I've been a viewer for a long time already. And there's a lot of people that I've watched consistently. And once you've watched somebody on YouTube for like 5 years, you're not going to it's like in real life. You're not just going to throw a relationship out because of one stupid comment. So if somebody on the internet says something stupid, it's called forgiveness. And most of these highly successful people can't buy any forgiveness. As soon as they say one thing, cancel them. Man, in my opinion, if that's happening to you, you were way less effective than you thought you were. Way less. Steve, clarify that question for me. What do you mean? You'll always have hate subscribers. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a few. Steve, you're asking how wanting followers factor into pride coming before the fall. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what you're asking. How does wanting a ton of followers factor into the whole pride comes before the crash thing? Here's our Uber tip. It came in. We got the expected $9.40. Happy New Year's, Rodney. Did you see the Pistons finally broke their losing streak? Yes. Yes, I did. I was hoping it would just keep going and going and going. No, you're good. You're good, Steve. I'm just trying to make sure I answer the correct question. I want to give you the answer that appropriately addresses your question. Oh, I also told y'all we were going to watch Pedro's video about the attack. So we'll do that in a moment. I'm just trying to get in here so that I in my live stream earnings comment. Here we go. Crap. Hang on. All right, comment pinned. Now let me go find Pedro's video. Here we go. DoorDash Dasher gets attacked by drunk customer.
DoorDash Uber Eats driver gets attacked. I'm going to show you guys a clip from somebody I've met, a friend of mine, Dan, from Side Hustle. He shared a video yesterday or this morning. I'm going to show you guys a clip. I want to talk about it and maybe give some insight as to what we could do. Can we even do anything? Let's go. First, I want to say this is not the video I wanted to make today, didn't plan to make today, but I do think maybe it could be a learning experience. And yeah. Plus, when I see things like this and other things we'll talk about in a moment, it goes to show me that some consumers, they look down on us. They could care less about us. Plus, when I see videos like this and another one that we'll talk about in a moment, it goes to show me these customers, some customers, they don't care about it. They look down on us, man. They look down on us when we're just trying to do our job. Merchants look down on us when we're just trying to do our job. Let's roll this a little bit of a footage here.
I'm at 3501 South Federal Circle.
501 South Federal Circle?
No, 5401 South Federal Circle.
5401 South
Yeah.
Federal Circle?
Yes.
Okay, and what's going on at 5401 South Federal?
The Uber customer attacked me.
Uber customer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, somebody asked me if this was staged. Probably not. So you think that it's possible that this call was staged too? You think he staged a 911 call? Probably not.
And do you need medical attention?
No.
Okay. Is the person still there?
Yeah, he's still here.
Okay. Where are you?
I'm at
Are you in the vehicle or are you out of the vehicle?
541 South Federal. I'm inside my vehicle.
Okay. And was he under the influence of any kind of drugs or alcohol?
He's really drunk, yeah.
Okay. And can you describe him? Is he
White male,
black,
about
Asian?
6'2". White male, about 6'2".
Okay. And what's he wearing? What color shirt or jacket?
He's wearing green hoodie. Yeah, call the cops. Call the cops. Yeah, call the cops.
So tell me what y'all think. You go watch the full video on Side Hustle Addict's channel. Go show him some support, some whatever. He's cool. He's fine. Van's a cool dude. He handled it, called the cops, whatever. I do want to say a couple things about it, though. A couple things I saw.
So we don't actually see an assault happen? He's just recording after the fact? Yeah, so we're just taking his word for it that something happened, I guess. I mean, I can see why some people might think that, you know, let's just say Jussie Smollett ruined it for everybody.
That video. Obviously, when we are dropping things off to protect ourselves, we have body cams, we have our phone, we need to take pictures of things. It tells the customer that in the app. Sometimes when it's a hand to me, we feel like we need to take a picture because of contract violations. People say they didn't get their orders. That puts our livelihood at jeopardy. So many times you and I might say, hey, I got to take a picture of you with the food. A normal human being would be okay with that. Miserable, trash, like this dude and other people aren't okay with it. In the video, Vance says the guy was intoxicated, drunk, whatever. That's at least what he thought, right? I believe that. So this guy doesn't like him taking a picture of the food.
All right, the whole rest of the video is just Pedro talking. So I guess we don't have any more footage. I'm assuming in the full video that he plugged that the assault itself isn't caught on camera. It's hard to catch an assault on camera. You don't really know it's coming. There's been times before that I have, you know, conflict with people in the and it's not until after the conflict's over where I think, oh man, I wish, you know, boy, do I wish I had my camera on for that. It's very hard to catch it in the moment. You have no idea when somebody's about to come up to you with a cross attitude or to assault you. You don't know ahead of time. I'm going to drive to the post office now since the orders seem to be slowing down. I'm going to change my Spark zone. That'll give us a chance of getting a Walmart Spark toward this post office. Yeah, man. Let me go ahead and get this Errand Boy mixtape in the mail. Giggity says he sorry, we have a whole bunch of motorcycles driving illegally right now. Okay, I've never seen that happen before. We just had a green light. There was probably 50 motorcycles or more. One of them came and they were turning left through our intersection across where we're trying to drive straight. And one of them just parked himself right in front of us through our entire light so that we couldn't go. And then all the motorcycles went until our light was red. And now there's more motorcycles up here. Yeah, I wish I was in front. There's somebody in front of me right now. Do not let them pull that crap again. Don't let them do it. Get out there. Look at this. See what happens. So, okay, they're going to have the opportunity. So now it's their turn to go left. So you're going to see all these motorcycles go through. They're going to do it again. It's our green light now. Get out of the way. No respect. Man. Dude, they're lucky I wasn't in front right there. Because I might have gone anyway. Hey, listen, if you want to hit me, if you want to drive, if you want to hit me, go for it. You're not going to hit me. It's my turn to go through. That's the one thing about living in South Carolina, man. A lot of these people, they're a lot nicer than me. Southern hospitality, dude. I think to myself, I dare you to try that on me. I'm not going to sit through a whole extra red light just because y'all think you're better than everybody else. No. Unbelievable. Happy New Year, Rick. That got me irritated, man. I mean, if you're going through a yellow light on the verge of red, just trying to get through the light, that's one thing. But you don't park yourself in front of the green light traffic. You don't park yourself in front of the green light traffic. Where are all these motorcycles coming from? That was 4 more of them right there. Man, the gall. I swear a bunch of these people, the behavior of a bunch of these people out here in public is because they don't think you're going to do anything about it. And listen, I'm not that guy, man. I'm just not that guy. Yo, why is the post office closed? We'll do a 6.14 DoorDash or Uber Eats. We'll do a $6.14 Uber Eats.
Head to your pickup at McAllister's, 335 Hurlong Avenue.
Giggity says it's a holiday. I didn't know today was a holiday. Since when is January 1st a holiday? It's a federal holiday. I had no idea it was a federal holiday. All government facilities are closed. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to try that again tomorrow. I just drove 2 miles for no reason. I feel like if you're going to make one or the other a federal holiday, I feel like December 31st should be the holiday. I don't get making January 1st a holiday. Also, the day after the Super Bowl should be a national holiday. I truly believe that. Give everybody the day, because everybody's staying up late, partying. Alex says a whopping 2,200 miles for the year. It's like $1.35 per mile. Yeah, I would guess that's probably about where I'm at. I don't follow dollar per mile that closely either. But I just know that, I mean, I don't really do anything that's even $1 per mile anymore. Mine might be higher than that. I'm not sure. because I feel like the low end offers that I accept that would bring my average down would be $1.10. It's probably low end. Alex says last year I was sitting at $1.83 a mile. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be super surprised if I was around that. $1.60, $1.70. Oh, it's skewed because of your road trip. I see. Giggity says it's almost noon here and I'm still not wearing pants. All right, we got 2.3 miles to the destination. I think the Hornets play today too. I might be able to watch some Hornets basketball tonight. Should I take this? 925, 7.9 miles. No, I feel like we can. No, wait. There's a better way to do that than that, right? I'll decline it. I'm not going to do it. I think the Hornets are still on their West Coast road trip. I think it's like we play Denver today, is it? We might be in Denver. Steve says NHL Winter Classic at 3. Never been a hockey guy. I don't know. People tell me like the best sporting event to go to live is a hockey game. And I guess I just got to take your word for it. I've still never gone to one. I've only ice skated myself like 3 times, maybe, my whole life. It's fun. I mean, I'm okay at it. I can get myself going. But I've got pretty weak ankles overall. Like I'm not a good skater. Good land skater either. So but I do my best. I can go in a circle. I haven't really figured out how to stop yet. I usually have to like just keep going in a circle and then slow down over time until I'm going slow enough that I can run into the wall and catch myself. I haven't figured out how to like stop in place on the ice skates. No idea how to do that. Gibby says, do you ever play golf? Oh, Alex says, my mom was an ice skating instructor. That's crazy. That's interesting. Do I ever play golf? I've played golf a few times, but not very much. I played golf probably, I would say I've played golf probably 4 or 5 times. I've done top golf like 2 or 3 times. One of the times I played golf, I stopped playing. I play a lot of disc golf. I do a lot of that. But golf itself, usually when I play golf, a few holes in, I stop hitting the golf ball with the actual driver and I just throw the golf ball. So I still play the hole, you know, and I go to wherever my ball went and I stand there and I throw it again. And it doesn't go as far. Throwing it doesn't go that far, but I'm much more accurate that way. Giggity said, what a welty thing to do. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like an insult. Any disc golf? Yeah, I'm a big disc golfer, man. I've played disc golf a bunch of different places. I live in Rock Hill, South Carolina. If you look up the Winthrop disc golf course, that's where they have the national championship every year. So like, you know, my practice course here, one of the courses I can just walk up, I can practice for free. They don't even charge to use it. You know, I can just practice on like the national championship course. I wouldn't say I'm great at it, but I can hold my own. I'm decent at disc golf. I'm better at ultimate frisbee. I'm a very good ultimate frisbee player. I hope I didn't lose connection here on the laptop because this is an area of Rock Hill where I lose connection a lot. And my Wi-Fi on my phone is being very not good right now. Giggity says I'm good. Okay, good. Yeah, my phone Wi-Fi is not. Well, now we're good. Now I'm back where I need to be, but I was right there another time. We were live one time and my live stream just ended. Right back there. That's why some people tell me I need to do more StreamYard, because on StreamYard, if my Wi-Fi in the car were to go out, like on YouTube, if you lose Wi-Fi connection, the live stream's over. That's it, done. But on StreamYard, you just leave the studio and you can get back in. And again, you can only do what, 20? I think it's 20 hours of live streams per month. And I could easily do 20 hours of live streams in like 2 weeks. Easily. Less than that. So that's why I haven't fully transitioned to StreamYard yet. Man, I had no idea today was a national holiday. Everything's open though. It's the Walmarts appear to be open. The restaurants are certainly open.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Do you need any food when I come home?
I'm actually just starting to cook some like soup for myself.
Okay.
So I'm good. Thank you.
All right,
Are you
maybe.
on live?
Yeah, I'm live.
Hi everyone.
What should we do for dinner tonight?
I was thinking either Mo Monday or I could make salmon. What do you think?
Salmon sounds good.
Okay.
You
I
got
have
any
some green beans and stuff that I could go with it.
green beans?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Once I come home here in a bit, I don't think I'm gonna go back out.
Okay.
Did
you
you?
got stuff to work on?
Yeah. Did you know today's a national holiday?
That New Year's Day is a national holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did know that.
I didn't realize the post office wouldn't be open.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be open today. Oh, because you were supposed to mail your thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, baby. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I went to a post office and they were closed.
I'm sorry.
How are the dogs doing?
They're good. They're outside right now. Actually, I might bring them in. I hear them barking.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Let's go. Come on. Okay, we're all inside now.
All right, well, I'll see you in a bit. My orders are
All right.
slowing down.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. Giggity says, yeah, it's basically just a government holiday. Yeah, well, that's good. You know, Joe Biden needed another day off, didn't he? Joe Biden needed another day off. I'm going to start working my way home. If we get one on the way, we'll do it. They just opened up a new Chipotle right here. So there's one extra restaurant that I could get some offers from. It's interesting to me they put the new Chipotle right across from excuse me. They put the new Chipotle right across the street from a Salsaritas. And I feel like they're kind of targeting the same audience. So I'm wondering if Salsaritas will survive Chipotle moving right next door. Excuse me. Steve said, I need it to snow so I can say I'm dashing in the snow. Yeah. Dashing through the snow. I think Nugs just made that same joke in his newest video. Alex said, I made that joke in a vid last year. Yeah. I might have too, honestly. I'm trying to remember. I made a video last year. Where's it at? Yeah, I made a video last year. I had a reindeer in the thumbnail. with a Dasher pun. It's too bad we couldn't get a DoorDash on the way home. I could just feel the app starting to slow down. I don't really want to waste a bunch of time because I want to film. I've got little under 4 hours until Michigan, Alabama. And so I want to film the next video right now. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to say what I need to say. And I'll edit it as much as I can. I'd be happy if I can get the video to y'all today. If not, it'll definitely be uploaded tomorrow. It shouldn't take me longer than that. I think the last Uber Eats we did was supposed to earn $6.14. That would put us at $38.54. In a little over 2 hours. Not very good. We were off to a really good start and then it just slowed down. And I wasted time by going to a post office that was closed. They're still trying to send me orders, but I don't know, man. At this point, it would have to be a banger for me to go back out.
We'll track the price of your
$38.50. That's how we start the new year. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me today on this spontaneous national holiday, I guess. I don't know how much more I'll go live this week. I'm not sure. We'll see. I think what I'll do is, if I can post the upload tonight, then I'll go live again tomorrow. If I can't get it done in that time, then I might not go live tomorrow in an effort to complete the upload tomorrow. One or the other. So, either way, I'll see you later this week on Welty.